This is Ballad of Battle. This also is Ballad of Battle. As you can see, it's pretty bad. And also my very first game. And this is the story of how I remade my first game. What is this game even about? The original idea was, and I quote, fight enemies on level to get stronger. That was the original pitch, but actually, I wanted to make a Souls-like with classes, elements, unique interactions, and a deep story of cool characters and quests. Sounds cool, right? Wrong. Because what kind of idiot thinks, hey, I just started game dev, let me make an expansive open world RPG all by myself? Me. I'm that idiot. And in fairness, the basics of the Souls-like could have worked if I stuck to them, but as I learned more, I got what devs call scope creep. And scope creep is when a project starts out small, but your ambition grows way faster than your skill set or what you can do. I originally wanted big battles with allies and an each level of a cool boss fight. Sounds cool, but should have known it wouldn't work. Because Souls-likes are built on that tight 1v1 encounters, not 20 versus 20 chaos. That original battle system, I focused on what matters. Combat. I had no idea where to start, so I opened up YouTube. And, I watched so many tutorials and so many other things, I just didn't know where to start. And eventually, I just kind of Frankensteined everything together and got a system with weapon combos, hit stop, skills, and of course, a dodge. It wasn't perfect, but it felt like an actual game. Then, I started working on a boss, Etherus, Lord of the Abyssal. I had to give Etherus, the boss, a reason to exist. I didn't want him to just be a big HP sponge. He had to be powerful, so I focused on telegraphing attacks and timing, and worked on an arena. The set consisted of 3 attacks, or 5 attacks actually. He had an overhead swing, a axe headbutt, and an underground sweep. Then he also had a leaping attack, a spike attack, and then a void energy explosion attack. Then I spent a pretty good while trying to balance everything between a balance of fun, challenging, and fair. But once it clicked, it felt tense and fun to fight. And that's when I realized, maybe I can finish this. With the first boss working, I built the first level, the tutorial area. It opens in the aftermath of a massive siege, burning arrows, moonstone, and eerie silence. In this level, you will fight the Grail Golem, a massive corrupted creation forged from the Dark Grail. This boss had to do two things: teach you how to play the game and the basics of combat, and make you feel overwhelmed. When Solarious enters. Throughout the fight, when things are looking good and you're on the brink of death, your first ally appears. Solarious, a fallen knight with burning soul. I wanted it to feel cinematic, almost emotional. This was your first taste of camaraderie. You will fight beside me, or maybe against. I knew players would want freedom and not be stuck to one thing, but I also want structure. So I made a flexible system. You choose your player class, the Crusader, Sentinel, or Vanguard. And each class would have a special skill to them that would help define them, a passive skill to help go with their playstyles, and then each player can find different weapons and choose them and equip them. You had a few basic weapons: the longsword, the spear, the dagger, and then a bow. So, what's next for this game? Well, I want to add more bosses and levels. I want to polish the combat and animations. I want to expand the world and lore, add dialogue, better UI, and maybe some music, and playtest soon. This isn't just a game. It isn't just a remake. It's a whole new game. So, how close did I say to the original vision? Well, it's still a Souls. It has bosses, leveling, and it's a dark fantasy game, but everything else, totally different. I learned that game dev isn't about big ideas, it's about knowing when to cut, when to refocus, and when to ship. Half a year later, I'm still not done, nowhere near it. But now, I know what I'm building, and I'm proud of it. Thank you for watching. And if you're making your first game, don't start with an open world RPG.